This video describes how to estimate a quadratic function on a set of data in Google Sheets. Notice two things about the data given in this spreadsheet. First, we have the XY ordered pairs given in a table format. Second, the ordered pairs are from this function, 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. Knowing the function will be important later when we analyze the format of the output from a LINEST. Creating this table in a Google Sheet spreadsheet is the first step. Next, the column to the left of the x column is labeled as x squared. In the x squared column, we enter a formula to square the first x. In the cell just below the label, we enter equals, POWER, and an open parenthesis. Then we hit the right arrow. Notice the cell location is recorded in the power function, and it is the first entry in the x column. We then hit comma to move to the next input of the sheet's function. We type 2 for the power, and a close parenthesis to complete the function. We hit enter to add the function to the cell. Next, we copy the function which produced the 25 down to the other cells in the column. We hit the up arrow to place the focus on the cell we wish to copy. Hold down the Control key, located in the lower left corner and abbreviated as CTRL, and then hit C. Control C. Next, hold down the Shift key and hit the down arrow until the copy range is highlighted. Lastly, hold down the Control key and hit V. Control V. Notice the x squared results are in the same row with their corresponding x inputs. Next, we will use the LINEST feature to estimate the coefficients of the function. First, above the x squared column, we enter equals LINEST and an open parenthesis. As with the power function, when we hit the arrow key to start moving around the spreadsheet, the cell location is recorded in the LINEST as we arrow around. The function requires the y values in the first data field. We arrow to the top of the y column, hold down the Shift key and arrow down to the last element in the column, and type a comma. Notice the comma starts the next data field, which is the entire set of input variables. We arrow to the top of the x squared column, hold down the Shift key, arrow right one column, and down to the last element in the column. We close the function by typing a close parenthesis and hit enter to run the calculation. Notice the coefficients are returned in the reverse order compared to the order of the columns containing the input data. The x coefficient of -3 is above the x squared column, and the x squared coefficient of 2 is above the x column. The constant of 1 is above the y column. This concludes the video. Have a good day.